Often we have to pinch ourselves to see if we're not just dreaming. But we're not. Join me in a victory lap celebrating my miraculous reconciliation with Dad and the survival of my and Ian's 54-year-long enduring love story. What would you do if you were given just one precious day with your dad in the last 3 decades of his life? At 40, here's how that unfolded for me. I was a daddy's girl, but mother didn't allow any physical signs of affection in our family, so this photo of me on Dad's lap at my christening in 1957, taken by my godfather Uncle Eugene, is the only one of its kind and is very special to me. Exactly 40 years later, on August 24 in 1997, God gave me one final day with Dad without mother being there to spoil it. I'd never see him again. He died during COVID in July of 2020. On that day he asked for my forgiveness for all the cruel things mother demanded he do to me, and for letting her bully him into not being at my wedding to walk me down the aisle.
Jenny, please forgive me. I love you, Daddy. I forgive you.
I forgave him. We hugged a lot and we cried a lot. It was sad, happy, but also very cathartic.
Daddy, I forgive you, but you need to ask God too. Can I lead you in the sinner's prayer?
Yes, I'd like that.
I led my dad to the Lord that day, meek as a lamb. That was one of the saddest and happiest days of my life.
Daddy, now we're part of the same family again, that of our Abba Father God.
Thank you, Jenny. I love you.
We'd reconciled and now we were truly part of the same family. In the Bible, 40 years symbolizes a significant trial or testing, a time of spiritual transformation and preparation before a new beginning. There's exactly 40 years between these two photos of Dad and me, taken in 1957 and 1997. That's no coincidence. His grandpa was a well-respected missionary, a Methodist reverend in South Africa. His wife Rose French and their daughter Louise, my granny, Dad's mom, were lovely Christians too, all of them painfully aware that married to mother Dad would drift away from the Lord. He had. It seems I was born to lead my errant daddy back to the Lord exactly 40 years later. God already knew that mother would not, that Dad was trapped under her spell like King Theoden of Rohan was by Wormtongue in Tolkien's Lord of the Rings, and just like him doing her evil bidding whenever she commanded him to, ever since I'd first said no to mother at 20 in Cape Town, me wanting to stay in Africa with my fiancé Ian. I subsequently ran away to escape her intense cruelty.
I've got
She always used Dad as her proxy
She
for
will
evil,
never harm
who knew
you
who was
again, my
behind it
love.
all. My sister stayed and suffered the dire consequences. She was forced to abort her baby boy, whilst I got to keep mine. She never recovered. After I led Dad to the Lord, he never allowed mother to use him to hurt me and my family ever again, which made her angrily accuse him of disloyalty. But he stoically endured her wrath and never did her evil bidding again. Dad really did change. Monday morning arrived way too soon. It was time for us to say goodbye. We knew it would be our final goodbye, since we both knew mother well. She'd never allow him to see me again.
Daddy, we were not allowed the traditional father-daughter dance at my wedding.
Well then, let's imagine, shall we?
Daddy, it's been a wondrous day, a lovely surprise. But mother will never allow us to see each other again.
If we never meet again in this life, we'll meet in heaven. Thank you, Jenny. I'm proud of you. I love you.
Count on it, Daddy. Reverend Grandpa and your mom are rejoicing now and will welcome us to heaven.
Goodbye, Jenny.
Jenny watched silently as her dad's car slowly drove away from our acreage, 124 Bears Paw Meadows Way on the outskirts of Calgary, but I could clearly see her tears spilling down her cheeks in wave after wave. So I went to put my arm around her shoulders to support and console her. When his car disappeared from view a few minutes later, Jenny let out a cry the likes of which I'd last heard during our 7th forced farewell at the snowy ice-cold Niagara Falls when I told her that I didn't have enough money left to pay for her airline tickets out of Canada to Africa, so she'd have to go back to mother's captivity and iron-fisted control, alone, and me to faraway Africa, alone. I do have a photo of that sad farewell, but I couldn't take a photo of Jenny as her dad drove off, out of her life forever.
If we never meet again in this life, we'll meet in heaven. Thank you, Jenny. I'm proud of you. I love you.
Now it was her daddy leaving her behind. and the likelihood of him escaping his wife's cruelty was not just dismal. It was zero. Back in December of 1978 it was me who was forced by mother to leave Jenny 3 days after our first wedding and honeymoon.
Your mother throwing us out into the cold drained my finances, so I don't have enough to pay for your airline ticket back to Cape Town.
Back in December of 1978 at least Jenny had some hope of getting back together with me again, and she had the desire to do so.
I've got you. She will never harm you again, my love.
Jenny knew she'd never ever see the second most significant man in her life, her daddy, ever again. I knew that too, and worse yet, he knew that.
Goodbye, Jenny.
This was the end of an era. Jenny was 40, her dad 70, and just like with our sad 7th forced farewell at Niagara Falls in December of 1978, Jenny's grief was unstoppable. Healing would take time, but at least she had me, our sons and our little dog happy to help her get over her grief. Many years later, on Father's Day, Jen managed to connect with her dad one last time, a very short phone call that we thought was impossible, but miraculously did happen, after which the old witch screened all calls to their home phone, but that's a story for another day. Of course he got to know his 2 grandsons too on that final day, and they were thrilled to see him. I've always said that if I could have bought that one precious day for Jennifer with all of my by then substantial wealth, I would have, but I didn't have to, as God saw fit to give Jenny that one special day as a free loving gift. Knowing full well that Jenny would not pass up that last opportunity to lead her dad back to him, which she did.
Daddy, now we're part of the same family again, that of our Abba Father God.
Thank you, Jenny. I love you.
Jenny, please forgive me.
I love you, Daddy. I forgive you.
Goodbye, Jenny.
Some may be puzzled, thinking maybe I'm Mormon, married to sister wives Jen, Jenny, and Jennifer, so let me explain. All of them share the same soul, which of course makes them one woman, not 3. Jen's the love of my youth, trying unsuccessfully 6 times to escape from mother, to marry me, even though I'd proposed to her first. After our 6th forced farewell she became a woman. That woman's name was Jenny. Enduring our 7th forced farewell, she and Jen planned to run away to me.
I've got you. She will never harm you again, my love.
Jenny and Jen arrived back to me in Cape Town on Sunday the 17th of June in 1979. 13 days later we were married. Jenny and Jen merged into Jennifer at age 49 in 2006. We were married in Helena, Montana using her maiden names, to get valid documents for us to elope to Panama. My 3 beautiful brides Jen, Jenny and Jennifer share the same soul. Jen's the love of my youth who bore the brunt of her mother's cruelty, ultimately being taken as mother's captive to live in Canada at 21, about as far away as one can get from me in Cape Town. Us by then already engaged for almost 2 years. Jenny's the mother of our 2 sons. She ran away from mother's house in Canada to marry me in Africa at 22. Jennifer emerged at 49 proposing to me with the condition that we break off all contact with her mother and run far, far away to live the rest of our lives in Panama. We did that in 2006, 20 years ago, and we've lived happily here ever since. If we were given a do-over, we'd have run away together to Panama as a young married couple. The lifelong sworn enemy of our love story died alone in Canada at age 93 in late 2024. Still as mean as ever, missed by nobody. Many times we've wondered what life could have been like if she'd been a normal mom, but she wasn't. As a result, we've lived an adventurous life. Having a determined common enemy focused us keenly on preserving our love story, something that the easy good life might not have done. So there's that to consider. Jen was 14, without speaking our souls connected. We were cruelly separated 6 times in 6 years. Jenny and me were separated a 7th time at 21. She ran away from mother in Canada at 22 to marry me in Africa. Jennifer was 48 when she proposed to me. We married a 3rd time in Montana, then ran far away to Panama.